This is Jennifer Eberhardt. She grew up in Cleveland and later moved to a predominantly white neighborhood. She knows she was the only black child surrounded by a bunch of white children. She completed her undergrad at the University of Cincinnati and continued her education at Harvard University. She finally completed her PhD at Stanford University. Miss Eberhardt worked very hard and was always a diligent student. She later taught at Yale University. She took her knowledge and moved to Oakland, California. In Oakland, she worked with the police to work on police brutality and racial bias. She wanted people to not be afraid of black skin color. These are the findings of her research. She found many factors of racial bias, including fear, surveillance cameras, neighbors, developing it at a young age, and the unconscious. She also concluded that blacks would be put in jail 4 times as long as white people. More than half of whites say they would not move to an area that is more than 30% black because they believe that the housing stock would not be well maintained and crime would be high. With her research, she has been able to make many strides between the white and black civilians of the United States and also police and their community. You don't have to be a bigot to have bias. Our brains are wired to reserve our precious cognitive resources for people who are like us. Otherwise, we see people as belonging to a category, not as individuals.
And what we find is when you expose people briefly to black faces before they see these crime objects, that they're able to tell what those crime objects are with less information, with a blurrier picture. It's almost as though because blackness is so associated with crime, that you're ready to pick out these crime objects, out of the environment in a way that you're not if you're exposed to a white face.
After her research, she has been on many talk shows and TV shows talking about racial bias. She has also written a book displaying her findings and has also won the MacArthur Genius Award in 2014 and the National Academy of Sciences in 2016.